जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्त भेदे तुरया भोग संभवः। जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्त भेदे तुरया भोग संभवः। Knowing what looks like as the difference between the three states of consciousness, one finds himself located in the joy of the fourth. This is a little technical, so we'll have to. This is a state of consciousness. This is the Jagrat, the waking state of consciousness. After a while, most of us would be asleep. The others would be singing by the river. That sleep will be another state of consciousness. In that sleep, you will have dreams and all. Mental activity would persist. That is called the swapna state of consciousness. Then you recede deeper into sleep. And the dreams too go away. What you are left with is a blankness. That is called the sushupti state. Right? Simple. Now the game starts. Be all ears. We take the particular state in which we are very, very seriously. Does this universe appear in the swapna state as it appears right now? In your dreams, is this world the same as it appears right now? And when you are not having even dreams, then where goes this world? It's no more, right? So, three states of consciousness, and corresponding to each state, there is a different world. In this world, you are a man sitting on a chair. In sleep, you are a donkey. And in sushupti, even the donkey goes grazing or wherever. Can we take this whole thing a little lightly? Or would I have to explain the jokes as well? They are not sutras, they are jokes. Bad jokes maybe. Anyway. Saffron. Oh, I get rid of this.
How can you joke when you are wearing saffron? Perhaps that's the image.
I'm not a saffronist. I don't belong to any color. So, corresponding to each state of consciousness, there is a world. And here, as you sit in this state, what is this state called? Jagrati, waking state. You take this world as real. That is our definition of reality. That which we perceive when we are waking. Not when we are awakened, but when we are waking. So we say, oh, the river is real, the bridge is real, the hut is real, the seat is real, the cloth is real, the man and the woman are real, and in middle of all these, I am real. This is our definition of reality, right? The sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the physics that you are talking of. Where does it disappear when you are sleeping? all that belongs only to those hours of the day when your eyes are open. When your eyes are closed, physics too closes. So physics belongs only to one particular state of consciousness. It is so damn limited. The worldly mind takes this as real without ever wondering where to all this goes when he goes to bed. In fact, he keeps believing that when he is on the bed, the universe is still there. He believes that the universe is something independent of him, that it has an objective existence. And he is supported by the observation that when he wakes up, things are more or less the same as they were when he went to sleep. He left his pen on the table and he wakes up to find his pen still on the table. So that assures him of the continuity of this perceived reality. Right? That's how it happens. Huh? The sage is saying, please understand that these three states appear to be different. They are one in the sense that they are all just states of mind. They are different states, but nevertheless still states. Just states, not reality. Fleeting states. They go away. They disappear. The so-called world dissolves instantly. Gone. And when you know that all of this is not to be taken seriously, then instead of these three, you find yourself located in the substratum of these three. Turiya, the word turiya literally means the fourth. Fourth as different from these three. But it is not really a fourth in the sense that it is not a fourth state. It is fourth in the sense that it is different from the three. Different from the three meaning the background of the three, the foundation of the three. Turiya is Atman itself, truth itself, Shiva himself. When you are not taking your dreams seriously, when you are not taking these facts seriously, then you are in Shiva. And the word used is peculiar. The sage is saying, Bhogah. Then you are located in the joy of Turiya. Then you are enjoying it. Bhog means enjoyment. If you are not in the fourth, when would you not be in the fourth? When you are in any of the three. When you are not in the fourth, then you would be in any of the three, and in all three there is just suffering. You take your dreams seriously, you will suffer. You take this world seriously, you will suffer. You are in joy only when you are out of these three. That is why fourth, Turiya. Turiya Bhogah. This world never gave joy to anybody. The ones who lived in joy, they didn't get it from the world. They had it in themselves. Nobody found love in this world. Those who look for love in the world, they only keep looking. Whatever is essential about life does not come from the world. Yes, all the trivial stuff comes from the world. Your handkerchief and the stuff that you are munching comes from the world. But your sense of attentiveness cannot come from the world. What you are holding in your hand and what you are thinking comes from the world. But that which brings relief to your heart cannot come from the world. It comes from the fourth. The fourth means that which is outside the three. Do not call it the fourth, just call it not three. And three is consciousness, so just call it not consciousness. And consciousness is thought, so just call it not thought. The fourth is not thought. The fourth is not consciousness. The fourth is not a product of man's mind. Therefore it is joy. Therefore it is love. Therefore it is all that you have deeply aspired for.
This might be a bit academic, but the way the sutra reads, the fourth state is attained seems like it's outside of the other three states. When it seems to me that it's a part of all three.
It's the foundation of them.
Yeah.
It's the source of them.
Yeah. So each separately, you've got this sort of note, each separately. What's that?
When you know the reality of the difference between the three, then you are in the fourth. Bhed means difference. When you know what is it that you call as the difference between waking and sleeping, when you have realized it, that is when you are in the fourth. And now to you, waking and sleeping are no more different or significant. You know, that's what has been beautifully captured in many scriptures. They talk of the realized man as sleep while waking, asleep while waking, and waking while asleep. Krishna says very famously in the Gita, Ya nisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti sanyami. When the entire world is asleep, then the real one is awake. Which means that for him the distinction between these states of consciousness is blurred. He does not confine to them. He does not conform to them or follow them.
These three states are all states of mind, actually.
Mind.
Turiya has no mind.
Turiya is the source of mind, the foundation of mind.
But it is also beyond mind.
Yes, beyond mind.
Is the ego created by the ego? Like the concept of the ego is created by the ego, so it doesn't actually exist.
Very funny, isn't it? This is your session. If you don't talk, I don't talk. I don't have anything personal to say. When you say something, then I respond. You cannot come into Turiya just as I'll speak out for you. It's talking about Turiya right now, but it is right now. No? It is indeed right now. We believe that we are in the waking state, all of us right now. But if you let yourself loose a little, you are already in Turiya. And Turiya is not an exclusive state. You can be in the waking state and yet be in Turiya. Turiya is not really between states 1, 2 and 3. If you are asleep, then you could not be awake. Right? 1, 2 and 3 are exclusive states. The fourth one is not an exclusive state. You could be in 1 and in 4. In 2 and in 4. So you are already in Turiya. Right now you are in 1 and 4. But because you are attached to 1, you miss out on the 4. They cannot be without the fourth. So 1 and 4 are always together. If you take 1 a little less seriously, then you find that the 4 is there, and probably only it is there.
So when we remember our dreams, is that because Turiya was there watching?
Turiya does not remember or anything. Remembering or forgetting, all of that is a function of the mind. Turiya has nothing at all to do. Neither can it remember nor can it forget.
Then it must have been the waking state that was present.
It is a characteristic of the dream state that it leaves some residue into the waking state and also takes some material from the waking state. Can you dream of something of which you have had absolutely no experience in the waking state? Similarly, in the waking state, you retain some memory of your dreams. It is just a characteristic.
But these are not the states coexisting.
No, not coexisting. Because here you have a possibility to deal with facts. There, you only deal with that which you have already come across in another state. In the sense that the dream state is kind of dependent on the waking state for its sustenance. Jnanam Jagrat. Jnanam Jagrat. What is Jagrat? The waking state. And in the waking state, you have what you call as Jnana, knowledge. So all knowledge is confined to, you may be a very knowledgeable man, but you are knowledgeable not more than 14 or 15 hours a day. Sleep, all the knowledge is lost, including the knowledge that you are wonderful, brilliant, billionaire, whatever. Next one. Next one. Swapno Vikalpaha. In the dream state, you have fancies, not facts. In facts, there is no choice possible. Vikalp means choice, substitution, alternative. In facts, choices are not possible because in facts, no contradictions exist. Neither contradictions nor choices. A fact is a fact. You cannot choose or reject it. A river is a river. You cannot say it is a stream of tears. Neither can you say that the sound is coming from wherever. Somebody using the flush or something. The fact is a fact. There are no choices there. A choice means vikalp. In the dream state, everything is imaginary. The choices that you so craved for in the waking state, they manifest themselves in the dream state. You could not have them when you were waking. So you have them when you are asleep. Remember that in facts there are neither contradictions nor substitutions. No two facts quarrel with each other, but imaginations quarrel with each other. They contradict, they substitute, they vie for the same space. Swapno Vikalpa. If you are getting a lot of dreams, it only means that in the waking state, there is a lot of desire going unfulfilled. The unfulfilled desire of the waking state finds expression in dreams. What's next?
I'm just asking. You say facts can't be disputed. Facts exist within the world of knowledge, which is itself a product of objects. Objects are perceived through perception.
I'm saying facts do not quarrel with each other. That in facts there are no contradictions, no choices. The whole landscape of facts can be totally dismissed. But within that landscape there are no contradictions. Facts exist only in the waking state, right? You can dismiss it as non-existent when you move to dreams. But when you are awake, then within facts, there can be no disputes. There can be, you get what I'm saying? Imaginations, choices, opinions, biases, they dispute each other. One fact can only supplement another fact, never contradict it. One fact can only add to, complete, or supplement another fact, but never cross it.
There's no subjective.
In fact, there is no subjectivity at all. Facts mean complete objectivity.
So perception plays no role.
Perception plays a great role in imagination. Wherever there is personal perception involved, that is imagination.
So paradoxes only exist in that paradox. The paradox.
Yes, in the world of facts, there can be no paradoxes.
Like everything and nothing, this is the paradox. But it can't be the fact. It's either one or the other.
You cannot pick two facts and say this is a fact and this is a fact, and they are not fitting each other, that they are at odds with each other. No, facts are never at odds with each other. If you find two facts that are not quite adding up, then one of them is not a fact, or maybe both of them.
So you are me, fact, because of its word. You are me, because of its word. So you don't want.
In the world of facts, all is not one. In the world of facts, all is all and different. It is only in the world of the fourth that all is one. Where what is one? Is this the same as this? Is this the same as that? All of these are facts. What is one? Here you see only differences and diversity.
And if you're dreaming and you realize that you're dreaming, is that the waking state?
Yeah.
You dream awake.
You are in an interface. You are moving towards waking up. If you have started becoming conscious that it is a dream, then very soon the dream will be broken. Very soon. Yes, Shiva. Yes.
Earlier we talked about the facts, like the awareness of facts.
Huh.
Are those the same facts?
Same.
Then I don't get the fact that now facts are separated and just earlier this awareness was like the knowledge of consciousness which was also free.
Coming close to facts, the gate of truth opens. When you know what facts are, you see, when I'm speaking to you, am I speaking to you in dreams? I'm speaking to you in the waking state. That's how this is taking place. In the waking state, what do you see? That is a fact. So, if you want to know what the waking state really is, what will you need to use? What is available to you in waking state? Only the facts. Nothing else is available. So if you really want to know something in the waking state, which actually is your current state, you will have to use facts. So coming close to the facts is the only option that you have. Because you are waking right now.
Even though because that fact I can perceive it through my senses, no? And earlier again you were saying you don't see with those eyes, you see with like the third one. So that's where I don't get the
Okay. Okay. See, we not only perceive with these eyes. When you are perceiving with these eyes, then this one should be just a person, a man. But am I just a person? You already have many meanings attached. Now, are the eyes supplying those meanings? All that the eye is bringing to you is that a particular river is flowing. Is the eye saying that the river is holy? Do you get this? So we never live in facts. That's what I intended. To live, to look with this is to look purely at the fact and go so deeply into the fact that its falseness and its root opens up. And that root is the truth. That root is three. See, as waking creatures, nothing else is available to us. Only facts are available. What else will you use? You want to know the reality of existence, right? You really want to know what is the truth of all this. What can you use? Nothing is available to you except facts. Except facts. So one goes close to the facts. One finds out what it means to be looking at facts and how facts get distorted by perceptions. And when you have really figured that out, then you have gone into awareness. Now you are beyond consciousness.
The illusions coming from perceptions. So seeing through the perceptions.
First of all,
Clearly, and seeing reality.
First of all, one sees that illusions are so false. And then, on coming close and closer to the facts, one also sees that the facts are false. But that can wait. First of all, just see that there are so many illusions mixed with what we call as our daily perception. A man is not a man, a wall is not a wall, a car is not a car. A cloth is not a cloth. A color is not just a color. It means so much. All that meaning is not factual. All that meaning is not what the eyes see or what the ears hear. That is supplied by the
river is a fact, and the river is illusory. The difference between these two is the difference of social condition.
See, even to say that this is a river is not really a fact. Because the moment you use the word river, all that which goes with the word river comes into play. So when you're talking of facts, you will at some point desist from even calling this a river. Because naming brings prejudices into the picture. But that can wait. First of all, let the river be a river. And saffron be a color.
So you made a distinction between awareness and consciousness.
Yes, of course.
Is that because with awareness there is still something that must be aware?
In consciousness there are objects. In awareness there is nothing. You are always conscious of something. You can never be aware of something. Actually, awareness means nothing. Awareness just means peace.